I just got this email from Yotta that says they're going to do daily prizes now. That means the lottery that we can't lose is now going to pay us out every single day. Let's talk about the details of it, the updated odds, how much we can win, and also if this is something good for us or if it's a ploy to just get more people to use the service. So this is what the announcement says. Coming December 12th, there's going to be daily prize drawings and an enhanced app, which, whatever, it's an app redesign. The main difference will be that we're going to go from weekly drawings with Yotta that happen on Sunday, even though you get like an update every day along the week as you get a number drawn. Instead of just getting a number drawn, now we're going to get a prize also drawn with it. So one of the first things they want us to be aware of is the fact that there's a new prize structure. Obviously, if they used to be giving out prizes once a week, they can't do the same amount every single day, or else they'd be 7xing the amount of prizes they're giving away, which would be crazy. But here's the new structure. So the new grand prize is $1 million, which is pretty nuts. On a Thursday, you could win $1 million. That'd be incredible. The next biggest prize would be matching all 5 balls, but not the Yotta ball, 20,000. The next one after that would be 2,000, 1,000, 20, and then we get into the pennies. And then they're also increasing the debit card like bonuses that you get for using those cards as forms of payment. So debit card, if you spend with that, you'll get 50% of that value that you spent in tickets back. Credit cards will earn 100% tickets back, and then referral bonuses are going up by 5x, which is pretty nuts. But for us to really judge this for ourselves and know if it's worthwhile, we need to dive a little bit deeper. So let's click into this in-depth resource and FAQ page and answer a few more questions. The first thing we need to answer are, how are these drawings going to be different? So what's going to happen is every night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, 5 winning numbers and a Yotta ball will be pulled. So what used to happen throughout the entire week and have this like slow burn, it's all happening every night. And then here's something that actually concerns me, because it says to draw the winning numbers, open your Yotta app at any time after 9 p.m. Eastern time, and you can go through the upgraded number drawing experience. And then it says, after you finish the nightly drawing, prizes will be paid to your Yotta account immediately, and your tickets for the next night's drawing will be available to be picked. So you could update your numbers, I guess, every night then? That's what it sounds like. But the concerning thing is, what if I don't log into the app? Like, is this some kind of ploy for me to just be on the app all the time? Are they gonna start selling ad space on the app so that they can sell the eyeballs that are looking at it? Okay, this next line actually makes me feel quite a bit better. It says, if you forget to view a night's drawing, your prize will be paid out on the following Monday. So maybe we don't have to log into the app all the time. It says once viewed, your prize will be paid out right away. So there is some kind of tie there to you opening the app repeatedly. Once you see it, then it gets paid. Otherwise, you have to wait. So it's not going to be like credited to your account every day automatically. You actually have to trigger it by viewing it. Then that's a good next question. What if I forget to participate in a night's drawing? It looks like it reiterates something similar. Don't worry, if you forget to view it that night, your prize will be paid out automatically on the following Monday. But if you catch it before then, you can go back and view the previous day's drawings and get paid out for those right away. So it sort of sounds like it's up to us how often we want to get paid. If we check it every night, we'll get paid every night. If we don't, it'll happen every Monday. That's interesting. Now the juicy part, what are the new prize payouts? We kind of went over that already, but it's saying with 7 times more drawings, prize payouts are bigger than ever. I mean, yeah, maybe they are. We don't know. So there's a couple of, if we like zoom in here, I noticed these little asterisk marks. So for the top 4 daily prizes, those have a little asterisk next to them, and they say that they're split between multiple winners. So it's not that if one person gets the grand prize, they're gonna get $1 million. It'll get split between all the people that had that. So we're almost all in a pool together, aren't we? You know, you can set up a Yotta pool and you can go in with other people and kind of like split whatever those winnings are, because that way it gives you access to more tickets. In a way, we're all in a big pool together. It's like a giant hot tub. That doesn't sound sanitary. Yeah, and then and then it tells you the 7-day equivalent prize for what that is. And then at the very bottom, there's like a mega asterisk. These 7-day equivalent payout amounts are illustrative only. They reflect a hypothetical prize structure for a drawing conducted 1 time per week that would result in the same expected winnings per ticket. Well, yeah, that's all. We could clearly tell that. That's all the math you did. You just took the daily prize and multiplied it by 7. I mean, they're trying to claim that the bulk of those middle prizes are now bigger for us, so we should hopefully care more. But then the question for me is, oh, then that's the next one. It's like they interviewed me to make this. I was going to say, what are the new prize odds? Because they can shift those prize odds around however they want and make it more or less oriented towards those small prizes. So here are the new prize odds. I'm going to have to look at this compared to the old ones to see what the big difference is here. Where's the old odds? So matching the Yotta ball before was a 1 in 110. This is 1 in 129. So matching the Yotta ball has gotten worse. The next one is a 1 in 181, which is Yotta ball plus one number. That's gotten worse, 1 in 464. Then 2 balls plus Yotta was odds of 1 in 867. Now that's 1 in 5,284. So that's gotten way worse. I mean, worse meaning you are less likely to win that small prize. Let's keep going towards the bigger prizes. 3 tickets, 1 in almost 10,000, which would be worth $10. 3 tickets on the new structure is 1 in 162,000. That's gotten 16 times worse. Then the old prize structure for 4 tickets would have gotten you $4,000, and that's 1 in 273,000 odds. Now it's 1 in 15 million. Wow. And maybe I did that last one wrong. That was 4 tickets. So 5 tickets, Yotta ball plus 5 tickets would have been 15 grand before, and that's 1 in 21 million. Now, it's tricky because there used to be more balls. So I didn't even realize that at first. We went from 6 balls plus a Yotta ball for the weekly drawings to now 5 balls plus a Yotta ball for the daily drawings. So that's a little bit different. It's like they knocked out one of these categories entirely. But let's say you match 5 out of 5 plus the Yotta ball. That's the $1 million grand prize. That's 1 in 7 billion odds. The old grand prize was 1 in 8 billion though. So we actually, weirdly, have significantly better odds of winning the million. And also, I mean, as far as I understand this, I am far from a statistician. But even though those numbers are 10 to 200 times worse, it's being drawn every single day now. So we almost have to multiply those by 7 to reel them back in and make them correlate to the once a week drawing. Plus, there's only 5 balls now. So that increases our odds too. It's tricky to know exactly apples for apples which is going to be better odds for us without doing a bunch of statistical analysis. And frankly, it's too late for that. I'm waking up at 3 a.m. right now to go to work, so. Good morning. It's 4 a.m. Going to a job site. I can't handle that kind of math, but on the surface of things, it looks like they made the grand prize easier to get and everything else harder to get. So part of my comparison for this new structure was going to be comparing it to our winnings on the old structure, because that'd be the easiest thing for me. If I'm not contributing more money, I can go over the past week's winnings and say, okay, I averaged whatever it is, $4 in winnings. Now per week, I averaged this many dollars, and I could see after the course of a couple months, hey, what's earning me more money? And then we'll know for sure what the real structure is. But the tricky thing is that I was using the Yotta crypto bucket, which is now defunct, because even though they weren't that tied to, allegedly, to FTX, now FTX has created this whole collapse in the crypto market. BlockFi is going under, a bunch of others are probably at risk. And so I'm wondering if this is a creative solution to people who are upset that now the crypto buckets don't exist. Because I was making way, way, way more interest using the crypto buckets than when I canceled. I didn't have a reason. I didn't have a hunch even. I just didn't feel great for some reason about doing crypto anymore. And I canceled my crypto bucket. I took all the money out of it. And then like 3 weeks later, FTX fell apart. So that was lucky. Even though I don't think Yotta had a problem with that, but I'm guessing that they had some disgruntled customers to be like, what's the deal, man? I was getting all this interest, now I'm not. Yotta probably wants to make it more interesting again. That's another good question here we should ask. Do I need to pick new numbers every day? So like the old structure, you can choose to pick them. If you don't pick them or you forget, they'll just be automatically randomly picked for you. Not a bad thing. And then if you hate this and you don't want to do daily drawings, you'd rather it just be once per week, you can't actually opt out of it. You're stuck with the daily drawings. That's interesting too. They're canceling the savings reward. I didn't even notice that they had failed to mention that as far as something they were keeping around. So in Yotta terms, the savings reward was that baseline interest rate that we got. So even if you didn't win any money doing the weekly prize drawing, you at least got 0.2% in savings. It was like a flat rate, like a minimum. But now, allegedly in an effort to make Yotta as fun as possible, they're canceling that. So all of the money will be put into prizes. So they say right here, this means there won't be consistent savings reward every month, but the prizes will be better as a result because we have more money we can put into the prizes without having a savings reward. Interesting. And they claim here that they've done some preemptive math for us. And they've forecasted that our daily Yotta winnings will result in us getting an approximate 2.7% APY. And that'll vary between one person to another, whether you're more lucky, maybe whether you have more money put in there. So if they're projecting 2.7, then that makes it an easier comparison to other things. So for example, right now, I know at the time of filming, M1 Finance's checking account offers a flat 3%. So that's a pretty strong competitor. Also, if you pay for Robinhood Gold, I think they're up to 3.75% interest. So if you're already doing that, then you may as well earn more there. This one, I think you kind of have to want the variability and the feeling of a lottery and the feeling of a drawing and the excitement that could come with that, the emotional side of this. may be a draw for us because it sounds like we won't make as much as those other ones. And there's a few other questions that they answer here on the FAQ page, and I'll link that in the description and the very first pinned comment that I put there so you can find it really easily, answer anything else I didn't cover here. But is this great for us? Or is this a ploy to keep us around? I don't know. Might be a little bit of both. I think, admittedly, as childlike as it is, I looked forward to the Yotta drawings. I liked it when it was Sunday and I'd get to see the little balls come together and see what was my best combination and see what I won. Maybe it's a little childish. I like that. I like using Prize Pool on a Friday and seeing that it's the drawing day and I can see how much I won. So sue me. I could see creating a little nightly ritual around popping open the Yotta app and seeing how much I won. It does sound fun to me. I don't have a tremendous amount of money in there. The money I have left is largely in their I bonds. So I said, look, I can lock away 10 grand, not touch it for at least a year, maybe more, and just let it get the most interest possible. Because it was over 9% interest for I bonds. Now it's still, what is it, 6.75 or 6.85? So it's still a great amount of interest, but you have to lock that money away for a little longer. So if you can stomach that, I still think that's the best savings option for kind of midterm savings. If you have cash that you're sitting on to buy something big like a house or whatever else you might need to sit on cash for, I still like I bonds the most personally because Yotta makes them so easy to buy. At the end of this video, I will link another video right here about how I bought I bonds with them. It was incredibly easy, way better than the treasurydirect.gov website, so much better. So for me, all I have left in Yotta is like $800 that I'll be doing this weekly, well now daily prize drawing with. So I'm not personally tempted to deposit a bunch more money and just have slightly better odds of drawing tickets, but I could see it being fun if you really like that and you really want that to be kind of a daily ritual. I don't think we talk about Yotta enough in terms of a lottery replacement because it's a lottery you can't lose. And so if you really are someone or you know someone who regularly buys lottery tickets or looks forward to buying lottery tickets, this is such a better option. You keep all of your money. You literally cannot lose money like you can with a lottery ticket, like you will with a lottery ticket. You get a little bit of a similar buzz. Now you get daily dopamine doing that. That is a tremendously better option than actually buying a lottery ticket from the gas station. So in that sense, it's really great for us. But what do you think? Leave me a comment below what you think about the new Yotta daily drawings, and then check out this video if you want to learn more about I bonds.